Hello everyone, welcome. This is Ryan, the Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. This is Friday, a little bit before 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All set up, ready to go. We did a video premiere just a few minutes ago on the Love Spirals channel, a remix of Numenon, drum and bass remix. I'll play some of it later on. I don't think most people got the word here on YouTube, which is not too surprising because, you know, our YouTube audience is totally different from like our Spotify and everything audience. But anyway, guys, welcome. Thanks for being here. This is in case you're new, in case you're just joining us, this is, as the title of this live stream says, Ask a Vegan Anything, within reasons, like about vegan things. You don't need to ask me about, like, what's my favorite city in Italy or something like that, and it's kind of irrelevant. I've never been to Italy. But anyway, yeah, and if you're a non-vegan, you can learn, just hang out and lurk in the background, watch, interact with us all. We have a really friendly, fine, fantastic community here. And if you're an anti-vegan and you came here specifically to try to debunk veganism, because that's part of the title too, state your case. Make it really clear, concise, give me examples, don't speak in vague generalities, and we'll listen to you if you can provide any evidence to support your position that veganism sucks and you think you've debunked veganism. So, cool. Peter, you've never been to Italy? I've never been there too. It was just the first thing that came to my head, probably because I saw... on House Hunters International, like yesterday, like Italy. So I guess that was the first strange place in my mind. Strange for me because I have never been there. I'm sure it's wonderful, it looked beautiful and amazing. Dante, first time catching a live in a while. Well, come back more, Dante. You're always welcome. We're chill, we're friendly, we're cool. Well, I think we're cool. I think I can speak for us all here. So I'm on a little early, 4 minutes early. Hopefully the gang will start showing up here. So if you want to ask me anything right now, while it's relatively chill and quiet, like, you know, we have maybe 1/6 of the people on that we normally have, 1/7 or so. I'm bad at math. Ask away, because you got Ryan all to yourself. Yeah, we're all cool here except for Travis. Thanks for self-volunteering that information, Travis. I forgot. We're all cool here in our little live chat community except for Travis. Travis is the one distinct non-cool member here, but we still accept him. We're a pretty open, welcoming, inclusive group of people here. So even if you're not cool like Travis, we still love him. You know, he tries his best to be cool. Or do you try to be not cool? I'm not sure what your intentions are, but still, either way, we're cool with Travis. Hey, Metalhead, yeah, I saw your messages from earlier. Yeah, Angie's totally beat and tired too. I told her to like take a nap while I'm doing this live stream because yeah, we didn't get good sleep last night. We kind of got woken up early. So here we are, and I went to the gym too, so I'm double beat here. But yeah, Metalhead, just stay as long as you can, and it'll all be good. If you fall asleep listening to me and watching this live stream, you could fall asleep to way worse things, I think. So just doze off. Hopefully there won't be some kind of fight going on or something like that. Who else is joining us here? Redlocks. Hey, Redlocks. I think you were first, besides Angie and Peter, who came over from the video premiere earlier. No, Heidi was chatting with Vegan Metalhead before the live stream. I see. Andrew, hello, Andrew. Welcome. And Jessica, hello, Jessica. And Brother Vegan, greetings from Arkansas. Awesome. Yeah, I got relatives in Arkansas. I was just talking to my mom about that last weekend. She asked me if I remembered this trip we took to Arkansas when I was a baby. I don't know, like 2 or 3 years old. I say I remember some blurry, non-distinct images and stuff like that. But yeah, fellow Arkansonian. Well, I'm not my mom's from there, though. Anyway, let's see. You've been busy this weekend, Peter? Awesome. Yeah, home for now. Just stay as long as you can. Vegan Metal. Yeah, I forgot. You said you're going to a vegan expo tomorrow. Awesome. Andrew Baker. Whoa, you're from Washington State. Awesome. And Vegan Potterhead. Welcome, Vegan Potterhead. You said your mom has recently started eating dairy more regularly again, and that has made you so angry. She's just being selfish, even though it's for diabetes prevention. How can I best deal with my anger, upset? Well, let's let's look at one thing here that hopefully can help us out here. Ooh, hang on, this light's pretty bright here. This here hopefully can help us, Vegan Potterhead. veganism is a stance, a personal stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So you can't make someone be vegan. It's just something you can choose and do and implement into your life for yourself. You can't make someone have this belief. You know, it's like you can't force anyone to believe anything that they don't want to believe. So we're just come to the understanding that it's a personal decision. And sure, we'd like all our friends and family to be able to understand this very basic idea here that animal cruelty and exploitation are not cool. I mean, most people don't say, yeah, I love animal cruelty and exploitation. I like to participate in those activities. Like, no, unless you're a complete psychopath or something like that, most people are not into, and most people actually are against animal cruelty and exploitation. But when it comes to their meals, though, that's where they get all ambiguous as far as, are they really against animal cruelty and exploitation? You know, if they see a video of a guy being cruel to a dog, like the news cameras got it or something, or got uploaded to social media, they'll be all up in arms, or, you know, they're not necessarily up in arms, but they won't be into it. So, hang on, what happened here? 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. I got to get my screens back in order. So just try to, come to that. You know, just realize that it's about you, and you really can't control what other people believe, unfortunately. Or I guess that's good. I wouldn't want like people like Bob, say, coming here and forcing his political beliefs on me and forcing me to believe that way. I know we're all able to come to our own decisions freely, and sometimes you know, we're just not stoked on it. Anyway, so, Dante, it's almost bedtime. Hey, stay up with us as long as you can. Let's see what Carl said to Vegan Potterhead. It doesn't make sense to eat dairy if you have pre-diabetes. Have a read the whole food, plant-based books, like, say, Dr. Bernard's books. Yeah, great call there. Great suggestion. Hey, Fritz Bjorkovic, welcome. I think you just joined in too right now. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So we're still a little early. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for joining us, Nikki. Awesome. Good to see you. Hey, what's that, Peter? You think people won't all go vegan on their own, but I think eventually the animal agriculture industry will die because it's too expensive to run factory farms. And these keep going forever. Well, it's also, you know, it costs a lot to produce plants too. Like, produce isn't like cheap or anything. Not to say factory farming's cheap, but it has these great economies of scale that work to the animal exploiters' advantages. It's, you know, it's an old business. It's been around for a long time. It's evolved, adapted. It's a well-oiled machine. Whether that's good or bad, you know, it's bad. But I'm just saying, their product is cheap. It's subsidized by most of our governments. So, and that keeps it competitive with plants. I wish plant agriculture had the same advantages that, you know, animal agriculture has. Yo, Johnny Bravo, hello. Oops, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. Ferralis, hello from England. Awesome, cool. Well, thanks for being up super late with us. How come you're not asleep? Were you with us like last week or the week before, super late from England? I remember someone was. And that's cool. I feel a little bad if it's going to mess up your day tomorrow or something like that. But hey, stay up as long as you can. Yeah, we've had a pretty cool summer here in Southern California. I know other parts of the state and country are quite hot, but by the coast here in Southern California, it's been quite nice. I mean, actually foggier than normal. I think it's been so hot inland, it creates certain thermal dynamics that make hot air rise, cool air comes in off the coast and makes us a little cooler here. So I'm digging it. So Johnny's here. Awesome, Johnny Bravo. Fritz, it reached 38 degrees Celsius. I'm not really good at conversion, but I know that's hot. I know any upper 30s, 40s in Celsius is quite warm. Oh, that sounds good, Nikki. Yeah, we got some free French fries today at our vegan drive-thru, plant-powered fast food. It's like free French fries Friday today or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, Varlish, you're up late, but you tend to sleep during the day. Awesome. Okay, Angie was looking up diabetes and dairy because it was who who asked about it? Vegan Potterhead was asking earlier about his mom consuming more dairy. So Angie found a PubMed page that says, quote, evidence regarding dairy consumption and risk of type 2 diabetes remains controversial and uncertain. Furthermore, study results have been misinterpreted to a remarkable extent. Interesting. I don't want to give any medical advice on that because I'm not a diabetes researcher or anything like that. So let's see. Fritz says 38 degrees Celsius equals 102 Fahrenheit. Okay, that is indeed warm. Wow. Wow. Yeah, let's see. Let me see what our weather's been like. What is 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? 26.67, just call it 27 degrees Celsius. That's what our high's been here recently along the coast. Hey, Uncle's here too. He's been probably experiencing really similar nice July gloom, as it's sometimes called. We have June gloom, then rarely does it make it to July, but we've had a rare July gloom, which I'm digging. I told Angie I kind of get a little depressed with May gray and June gloom because we're coming out of winter and you just want to get some warmer, sunnier weather finally after freezing, especially here in our house, which is extremely porous to the outside temperature. So we want to just feel warm for a little bit, but the May gray and June gloom, the overcast clouds prevent that. But once you get a taste of summer, we at least really welcome July gloom when it happens because it's a beautiful cooling effect, and we appreciate it. I see others have joined in. Uncle, yeah, rest in peace, Shelley Duvall. Yeah, we just saw The Shining not that long ago, and I'm going to see Popeye now, too. I don't think I ever saw it back when it came out. And as far as eating, yeah, Angie made us some millennial avocado toast right before the live stream. That's why all you millennials are broke, right? Can't buy houses or anything because of too much avocado toast, right? I'm just joking. That's the nonsense you hear some people saying. Death Valley, Peter, yeah, it was 130 degrees. I saw 128. I don't know if it hit 130, but right, you can't, for all practical purposes, as a human being, if you're standing in Death Valley and it's 128 or 130, feels exactly the same. I'm pretty sure. I've not done that myself. I don't go near that part of the world. I know it's quite beautiful in the wintertime. It's quite a trek from here. It's not that close to us at all. Let's see. Hey, Bill. Bill's here. Awesome. Bill Seabury. Hope you're holding up well in the warm weather. I thought you told us it was like 90 degrees or something last week for you on Friday. I know the heat wave's still going strong. Hopefully it's a little better for you. Thank you. Copious amounts of lemon water. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you said something before that. Hey, vegans, I just got your... I'll read what he said. Exactly. Hey, vegans, I just got my blood test back for liver and kidneys, and the 5 concerns are now in the normal safe ranges. That is excellent. You're saying that your copious amounts of what kind of water was that again? Lemon water. Awesome. See, maybe things aren't as gloom and doom as you're thinking there, Bill. So my thoughts are with you there. I'm just trying to send some positive vibes, and that's some great news to go off of there. Maybe it's not as hardcore bad as you thought. I'm not saying you're like totally fine and healed or something like that, right? Yeah, I'm not, but it sounds like, hey, if you got those most critical markers of concern back into a more like normal range, that's cheers to you, Bill. Awesome. Okay, yeah, it was Vegan Potterhead that asked that question earlier. I said, thanks for your help. I like to carry on having as smooth a relationship with your mom as possible, who just started eating more dairy. Just at the moment, you've been feeling quite bad towards her. Yeah, try not to hate your mom or anything like that. Again, let's look at the definition of veganism. It doesn't say we have to hate or even dislike people who don't believe as we do. We're not like that. So as disappointed as you might be, or even upset that your mom is not eating in a way that you think she should for various reasons, it's probably best not to get mad at her and give her crap for it or express anything like that, those kind of negative vibes there, like I said, it's a belief and only you can have that belief, and every individual can have that belief of animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, and you do something about it. But you can't force people to believe things. Let's see. Wow, so you guys are all having some hot weather. Let's see. Peter, did you see the video I sent you? Oh yeah, that lady plugging her book, plant-based con. I saw it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be a good response video or not. Just like, it looks like, again, someone just blabbing a bunch of crap. You have to go and just fact check each thing. It's going to take a long time, but I guess that's part of my job here. So, all right, everyone's starting to roll in now. Cool. I feel so mellow today, guys. Between doing the plyometric workout at the gym. Hey, Graven babies, pickle juice is good for you. I'm not sure what that's in relation to the context, but I'm not going to disagree with you. Pickle juice sounds like it'd be good for you. I miss pickles. I haven't had pickles in a while. And who was it earlier? It said they're from Arkansas. I remember one of my earliest memories as a baby, like when I took that baby trip to Arkansas. I remember visiting a pickle factory, and I remember eating a pickle and just going, wow, this is so good. Probably because my mom was like feeding me all this like processed food and baby food. I eat something real, this unprocessed pickle from like early 70s Arkansas. I'm going, wow, this is delicious. So I've had a thing for like fine pickles. I don't like crappy or processed pickles, but like, nicely made pickles, I still like them to this day. Hey Devin, you're in West Hollywood. Hot but definitely bearable. The high 90s start to get a bit crazy. Yeah, but nothing like being in Palm Springs. I know Palm Springs can be really attractive in the wintertime. I know I'll be looking through Zillow, go, oh, look at this one, Angie. This looks cute. It's and all. But then I say, well, pretty much July and August, debunk living in Palm Springs. It'd be cool if I was wealthy and had like a Palm Springs winter home or something like that. But yeah, Palm Springs is beautiful, but I'm so grateful I'm not like dealing with that every day, Anyway. Fu. Hey, Fu, you visited Death Valley when the Heaven's Gate, you remember those guys, right? The Heaven's Gate cult, beamed up to the mothership. Good view of the comet in the desert. Yeah, getting out of the pollution of our city, or pollution of like just light pollution. It's not necessarily just like smog pollution, just all the junk in the sky. Some of it's smog, but a lot of it's light, which makes seeing our celestial heavenly objects much more difficult. Yeah, I've viewed some comets out in the desert too, and you can just barely see in the city, like a little tiny light. You get out to the desert, you see it's got this giant tail, amazing thing. Anyway, totally know what you're talking about there. So we're getting more people here. Bill, you trolled a carnivore eater that eats sticks of butter, and I said, do lions eat butter? Huh, did he respond? The lion or carnivore diet, yeah, eating butter and bacon. Do lions eat bacon? Anyway, all right, getting some more of our happy fam here. ZZ Captain. AJ made it here back from the music live stream or live premiere earlier, our music video. I'll play some of that for you guys in a second here. I don't have a favorite brand of pickles. I don't, like I said, I like a whole food pickle. So any brand, if you want to call it that, has like a whole food pickle, I'm down to try. Let's see. ZZ Captain says, thank you, Streamlabs. What did Streamlabs do to you? Usually Streamlabs pisses off people. Rarely do I see Streamlabs get thanked. Let's see. Wow, 77% humidity on top of Florida heat. That sounds horrible, Johnny. Oh yeah, Sarah is not around this week. Sarah... She's traveling. Tip. She's visiting her old stomping grounds in Northern California right now. So yeah, I've emailed her. We've emailed each other a couple times throughout this week. Sounds like she's having fun, but she was not too excited when she said where she's staying at is like 100 degrees and no air conditioning. So that doesn't sound too fun. But we're thinking about you, Sarah, and your absence is noticed. And we look forward to having you back here. Let's see, Graven. Wow, your husband's a runner, running a 5K tomorrow. In Florida heat? Are you kidding me? That sounds crazy. I mean, props to him. I mean, I wouldn't even do it, I mean, even when I was a hardcore runner, I didn't like running when it was like over like 70 degrees. which is rare here. It's hard. I have to go out at night, and summer always sucks. But anyway, your husband is running a 5K tomorrow. He drinks a lot of pickle juice after his run. Something about the electrolytes. Oh, I bet you so. And I'm sure he's like, used to the weather. That's where he lives, right? So he's used to that kind of heat and humidity. Bill, yeah, do lions shop and cook? I mean, yeah, it's this whole funny fantasy of how our ancient ancestors ate. It's a funny fantasy, eating bacon and butter. Like, wow, our ancient ancestors were sure knowledgeable in the ways of processing foods. Angie, yeah, you make great sauerkraut, but I don't remember your pickles. You making us pickles? We should give it a shot again. I'm a pickle person. Who is that, Peter? Our carnivore doctor, Paul Saladino, showed a video about how he thinks. Well, that sounds horrible, because it sounds like, why would you want to see how someone who's like that thinks? Anyway, plant-based burgers are so horrible. Yeah, the cemeteries are just littered with the carcasses, the dead bodies of people who ate too many Beyond Burgers or black bean patty burgers from the 80s and stuff. And then he just sat there grinding up beef like, yep, one ingredient, one process, you just grind. What's this? Where is it written that if you just have you compare two burgers, the one that has the fewer ingredients is automatically healthier? I mean, where does that truth come from? Where does that assumption come from? It's just weird, just like an appeal to nature fallacy. Oh, the more natural it is, the better. Well, the plant-based burger might have more ingredients, but you don't have to have an ultra-processed one like they call it, like a Beyond Burger. You can just get a black bean patty. Like, let's look up the ingredients of like Dr. Prager's black bean patties. They're pretty simple. Just because it has a few whole foods put together, it doesn't mean it's unhealthy for you. And likewise, just because something has a single ingredient doesn't mean it's healthy. That one single ingredient could be associated with all sorts of not good health outcomes, like, say, raising your LDL cholesterol, which is from what I understand, the number one predictor of cardiovascular disease, despite cholesterol deniers and stuff. So yeah, the number of ingredients is not, it's irrelevant, like I just said there. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, Carl Baum, of Lifting Vegan Logic, Brian Turner, Hench Herbivore, they make fun of carnivore type people more than I do. I don't like to make fun of carnivores. I just don't care about them really. But hey, if those guys want to make fun of them, awesome, totally cool. Because I'm sure they make fun of us, anyway. Hey, AJ, you made pickles from your homegrown cucumbers once, and they were way better than store-bought. Yeah, Angie, we got to do that again. We got to make some pickles. Let's see. So Peter, his video was of a factory that makes Beyond Burgers. Well, that's not the only vegan burger. Like I said, you could have a black bean patty. I've eaten more of those in my life probably than I've had Impossible or Beyond Burgers. So it's funny how they'll pick the ones that have the most ingredients and have that be the example, to represent the totality of plant-based burgers. And I bet you, which burger would cause be associated if they could study Impossible or Beyond Burgers versus Saladino's one ingredient ground beef or whatever, which of those burgers would have the worst or best associations with, say, all-cause mortality, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, stroke? I'm just kind of curious. I don't think he knows either. I kind of have my suspicions, but anyway, let's move on. Allison, good point. Yeah, bleach has less ingredients than Beyond Burgers. Does that mean it's safe? Again, that's my whole point. Just because something has one ingredient, it doesn't mean it's healthier. That one ingredient could be easily associated with some not great health effects. That sounds like some great food there, Bill. I'd like to see the carnivore doctor debunk your falafel, hummus, and tabbouleh that you ate today. How that's going to kill you. Let's see. Oh, Scott Jurek. That's what you're talking about there, Peter. The ultra marathon vegan guy. Yeah, he's ran through the desert. You have to wear special clothing. Yeah, totally. There was an ultra that used to happen in Death Valley. I forgot what it was called, like the Badwater Ultra or something like that. I don't think it happens anymore, but yeah, it's really gnarly running through Death Valley. Yeah, you have to be very prepared for that, or you could die or get really hurt. Good point, Timothy. Hey, Timothy. Carnivores make fun of themselves. No effort required. Just play their videos. It can be as simple as that. I thought I've seen Brian Turner sometimes just watch the video and just go, not even say anything. Yeah, Nikki, you know I'm talking about those Dr. Prager burgers. Okay, Angie says, I think you mostly had my pickles cut up into potato salad and chickpea salad sandwiches. Oh, that sounds good. Let's eat some of those again, too. Graven, your doctor said vegans eat too many nuts? I mean, how does your doctor know that, Graven? I mean, nut consumption, I think, is a very personal thing, meaning some people like nuts, others don't. So if you're vegan, you might be a vegan who like nuts, and you might be a vegan who's not really into nuts. And same thing with non-vegans. Some non-vegans really love their nuts. In fact, the people I often would buy nuts from at farmers market, they're not vegan, but they love almonds and walnuts enough to grow them and sell them. So that's a strange generalization to make. But is your doctor saying that nuts are somehow associated with bad health or something like that? I mean, because that's weird. I've never heard a medical doctor say, hey, you're going to get heart disease or diabetes or stroke if you eat nuts. I mean, maybe if you eat them in unreasonable amounts. I'm just saying, like, if you eat them in the quantities that like most regular people eat nuts, that's weird that your doctor's saying all them vegans eating nuts or something. I'm not saying your doctor speaks like that, but it's like such a weird thing to say. Like, yeah, some like nuts and some don't. Like, you can't generalize. Anytime someone begins a sentence with the phrase, all them vegans or all you vegans, whatever follows after that is going to be complete bullshit. Because there's nothing really true of all of them vegans other than we're against animal cruelty and exploitation. That's one thing you can say that's true, but you can't say anything about us liking anything, disliking anything, religion, politics, nothing like that. We're a hugely diverse group of people. And the thing that unites us, there's none of that other stuff other than we're against animal cruelty and exploitation. And what unites us here is we're all chill, cool, friendly people. But you don't have to be one of those. You can be a complete a-hole jerk, and if you come here, we kick your ass out of here if you can't behave in a civil, decent manner. Graven, so she said this to you today unprovoked about you vegans eating too many nuts. She also said tofu is high in sodium. Isn't like bacon high in sodium? Like tons of like meat products like cheese high in sodium? Did you bring that? Like, did you warn your bacon and cheese eating clients or patients about the sodium in that? I mean, is all tofu like high in sodium? Can't you find low tofu sodium? I don't know if you can find low sodium tofu. I don't know if you can find low sodium bacon or something like that. That's just a weird thing to point out. One food that you don't have to eat as a vegan, to even eat that much tofu. I mean, you could easily not eat any tofu as a vegan. I went years as a vegan and ate zero tofu. It's just a weird thing to say. It sounds like your doctor is just anti-vegan, and that sucks. That sucks that your health professional that you're working with is giving you shit about your diet and making all these assumptions instead of asking you, your doctor, if it's a she, right? If she were like truly a good doctor in as far as like not being a jerk to you, she would say, hey, do you eat a lot of nuts? Do you eat a lot of tofu because there's sodium? And just instead of just making these blanket statements, trying to like be a jerk to you, she should ask, like, who cares? Who cares what other vegans are eating? All that matters, what are you eating, right? Who cares if vegans are eating tofu or not? Are you eating tofu? But like I said, there's non-plant foods that are high with sodium, and I don't think that she's telling her like I said, her meat eaters to give up on high sodium meats and cheese. Anyway, Graven, yeah, with a doctor like that, I can't say I blame you at all, Graven, babies, that you don't trust your doctor. From what you told me here, it sounds like she's just not like she's treating you properly. She's saying these just these mean things about veganism. Like somehow you being vegan makes her uncomfortable is what I'm getting. And then she's lashing out, just saying this bullshit. Like, well, vegans eat too many nuts, too much sodium in tofu. Like, who cares? Did she even ask you if you've eaten those foods? It just seems really unprofessional. That's the word I'm looking for. Just not professional. Her job is to treat you, not to treat you like a jerk, but to treat you as a patient and help you, not to like give you opinions that are not really relevant, based upon how she thinks you might feel about her because she's not a vegan. Anyway, hey VLAM, hey, if you can't, all you can do is just listen, cool. Okay, Angie, thank you, Angie. Angie just looked up her high protein tofu nutrition facts, and it says 0% sodium. So go tell your doctor that, Graven Babies, that not all tofu is high in sodium. The one that we randomly had in our refrigerator right now, we didn't pick it out because it's low sodium or anything like that. Just the one I think we got at Trader Joe's or Sprouts. We pick it because it's high protein tofu. 0% sodium. So tell your doctor that she's being a jerk and not being professional. Just being unprofessionally judgmental with these just negative hate bombs or whatever. Yeah, Dante, just all this talk reminds you to pick up some foods, right, that you're lower out of. Awesome. AJ, I'm with you though. I could live off tofu. I only eat it, like I said, maybe once or twice a week now, but I could totally live off tofu. 0% sodium, you haters. Anyway, Fu Manpu, who doesn't like eating a good bowl of salt, huh? Fu Manpu, that's like all American right there, huh? Anyway, let's see. Devin says, tofu is not high in sodium whatsoever. I eat lots of it, and there is 15 milligrams in sodium in a 3 ounce serving, or 60 milligrams for the entire 14 ounce container. But no, Graven's doctor is so concerned about that 15 milligrams in 3 ounces that the doctor feels it's her professional duty to forewarn you about how you're going to die from all this sodium that's not in your tofu, that she just assumes you're eating because you're vegan. It's just so unprofessional. And Peter's right. Yes, you can get obese just from eating tofu with some brown gluten sauce on it, says Rick Rubin on the Joe Rogan show. Yep, that makes 0 sense as well. Hey, otters and elephants, thanks for joining. Good to see you. House Foods Tofu, 10 milligrams per serving. That doesn't sound high in sodium either, so compare it to bacon. I'm sure it would be way less. Yeah, and Uncle, Trader Joe's. I said our tofu either probably is from Trader Joe's or from Sprouts, which is, I don't know if they're a national market, but they're around here in Southern California. Let's see. Vegan Potterhead, how do you cope with the fact that your mom has also asked you, your mom who's not a vegan, asked how to not to say anything about her newer eating habits? You feel like you have to. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Again, let's look at the definition of veganism. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It says nothing in here that if you're vegan, you must tell people who are not eating like how you're eating, you must comment negatively about them. Kind of like what Graven's doctor is doing to her. No, you don't have to do that. It's only something you can believe. You can lead by being a positive example, but by being kind of like harping on your mom negatively like that, I don't think it's going to lead to any positive result. People typically don't respond to that kind of thing. It makes that kind of negativity, making negative comments, typically makes people defensive and not open to like discussing things in an open, rational way. So you can be a good example though by showing her all the awesome foods you're eating, how delicious they are, how full and filling they are. And mom, don't you wish you could have some of this? This is great for diabetes too. Just show her all the awesome foods you're eating. But I think being negative or kind of mean to your mom, sort of, I don't think that's a positive tactic whatsoever. I've never seen anyone like, oh, I'm gonna go vegan now because you've kind of been mean to me. Okay, I'm seeing more tofu stats here. AJ freezes her tofu. I've never tried that. Let's see. I agree with that, Allison. It feels like everyone who's not vegan is in some kind of fantasy world. Yeah. Okay, so Nikki's tofu is 15 milligrams a serving, and Soy Boy says 200. Heidi says that her Soy Boy says 200 milligrams per 2 ounces. That sounds like a higher sodium one. So yeah, Graven's doctor is right that some tofus can be high or higher in sodium. Doesn't mean that all are, even the majority. Just tell, yeah, some are. So what? What's the point? Why are you telling me this, doctor? Yeah, I think, Angie, have we tried the Kite Hill queso? I don't think she can hear me. I think we have, if I remember right. If she can hear me, I'll ask her. So anyway, let's see. Fu Man, this sounds crazy. So cops are in front of your evil neighbor's house. Sorry that you have an evil neighbor, and sorry that the cops are there. Wonder what they did now. We'll look up their mugshots and charges tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully it's not that bad. Okay, Angie's seen several short vids showing how to freeze tofu before cooking, and it looks good. Well, because, yeah, we've never tried that. Ooh, that sounds great, Graven. A Mexican pizza dinner for tomorrow? That sounds awesome. Send us a slice, please. I'll check it out for you. Hey, good evening or good day, Logic Est Rex. I can't say I've made that before, Bill. Okay, Angie answered that question about the queso. No, we tried some other brand queso dip, and it was super low fat. That's one thing we're looking at too. For getting something that looks a little more processed and naughty. One thing I don't want to do is eat something super high in saturated fat and have it like raise my LDL cholesterol. So yeah, we're conscious about that. It's the best drink ever, huh? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I have his book, so I probably got the recipe here. So Peter, a guy who was on the carnivore diet told you we were exactly the same because he claimed you weren't vegan because you were wearing rendered me. What were you wearing that wasn't vegan? What I can't imagine what kind of thing you'd be wearing, Peter, that is not vegan, considering, yeah, I doubt you're buying leather or something like that. Yeah, Peter, it's a scary election. Totally, I don't want to get into too much political discussion here, but yeah, it's a scary election on many reasons. But yeah, I don't understand why Biden, why don't you just step down and let someone younger than 80, like my mom's age, like run the country? I love my mom, she's amazing, but I wouldn't want her to run the country. I wouldn't want her to run a company. I don't want her running her like finances. She can't, because I'm helping her out with it. So yeah, why not have maybe someone our age, my age, like a Gen X person run it or go for it, But anyway, let's move on here. No, AJ, I mean, I don't say you should kick him out, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to consider having someone younger be the president. I'm not saying he should abandon the job, but I'm sorry, he serve out his 4 years, as he was elected to do by the people, and then but as far as accepting the nomination for the next 4 years, let someone younger be it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if he sticks with it, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna freak out or anything like that. I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm not going, Chad, he's gotta step down or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think as far as all of us here are younger than both candidates, I think we deserve someone a little closer to our age, especially you guys who are Gen Z and millennial. I think we all deserve someone closer to our age group to be in charge, because the decisions that they'll be making over the next 4 years are going to be felt much longer than either of those dudes will be around. Let's just face it. You guys, we will be feeling the effects for years, decades, who knows how long. So I think it's, they need to have some skin in the game, for as far as the future goes. And neither of them are probably going to be, around as long as us and you guys. So that's how I kind of feel about that. But yeah, I'm not calling for anyone to step down, but I don't think it'd be a horrible idea. So anyway, that's as political as I want to get today. And Bob, if you come on or if you're watching, just don't tonight, okay? A lot of people have been complaining, so just don't come and try to do the thing you do every week and try to say provocative things, become the main character. Just no, okay? If you're lurking in the background, Bob, just saying it. And if you come on later and I see you just say, hey, yo, guys, I'm going to state it again. Just no, don't do it. So anyway, what's that uncle watch the old movie Wild in the Streets about young presidents? Wow, never heard of it. Wow. I thought it was cool back in the 90s, like when Clinton and Gore were when they won. It's like, cool, we finally have some young presidents. I mean, they're younger then. Now they're old, but they're back then in the 90s they're like 40 years old. Like, wow, this is cool. Having some guys kind of closer to our age. It was that's how I kind of feel. Just get some younger people in there. But anyway, that's the best our country can do right now. These two dudes. But I'm not trying to downgrade Biden or anything. I agree with you. It could be a dictatorship if he doesn't win, and that's why I think more people might be inclined to vote against the potential dictator, if they had someone younger and more vibrant and relatable to relate to and vote for. But that's just my guess. I don't have any data to support that. Just a intuition I have. But I'm with you, AJ, on that about weekend and birdies and voting. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that, 100%. I mean, I'd vote for a paper bag if I had to. Not to say buy some paper bag. I'm just saying I'm with you on that. Yeah, true, Samuel. That's the function of one of the functions of the vice president, to take over if something happens. Yeah. And Samuel, you came here and asked you went to the comments. I think you replied back, but I didn't get a chance to see it, but I got a notification from you. I think you're asking a question in the comments about level 5,000 vegans or something like that, because I make that joke sometimes in the live streams. I didn't understand what you were asking, so if you want to ask it again here, maybe I'll understand you this time. If you want me to respond, but I didn't know what you were saying. If you want to ask, that Project 2025 though, anyone is better than what is being laid out in that Project 2025. Basically, we're just going to be a dictatorship, a theocracy dictatorship. Yeah, Varley, we all should be terrified of that. All right, Angie's going to leave, so say goodbye to Angie. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys in Europe who share the same fears that me and many other citizens have about this election going wrong too. There's a lot riding on it, so that's why I just vote. No matter Biden's still there or they found someone else, just get out there and vote. Because losing a democracy, living in a place where we're forced to be Christians or something like that is not the America that I learned about in school growing up at all. Yeah, nothing wrong being Christian, but forced to be. Just like you can't force someone to be vegan, as we were talking about earlier. You can believe that with all your heart and all passion, but if your mom or loved ones aren't vegan, you can't force them. It's a free country as we speak right now, but that might not be the case in the not so distant future. Yeah, that's kind of it, Bill. Yeah, you summed it up better than I could there. Okay, yeah, when I call some people level 5,000 vegans, yeah, I shouldn't call some of these like extreme people level 5,000 vegans because they all are lower than us. They don't stand against all animal exploitation. Yeah, I'm just joking when I call these people that come on here and act all high and mighty like they're above us on a pedestal looking down, speaking down to all us lowly vegans. I go, so you're a level 5,000 vegan. I get it. Now I'm just being facetious. I'm being a smart ass. I'm joking about how ridiculous their assumption of how awesome they are as vegans. They're a better vegan than us or something like that. When often a lot of these level 5,000 vegans, as Samuel says, and I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not here to start any drama, but yeah, some of them, I know what he's referring to exactly. Don't stand against all animal exploitation. Some obvious forms of animal exploitation they seem totally cool with because it fits in, their lifestyle. Yet they still will come on here and yell at us for not being as perfect as them. It's such a ironic thing. I already can't be lost. Anyway, let's move on here. I'm not here to stir up drama. And notice how I referred to no people. I referred to no particular actions. So if anyone's going to get butthurt about this, you're projecting your own insecurities into what I said here. I'm not referring to any specific person or actions. Just speaking in more general vagueness, which I usually don't do. I like to be very specific, but I'm not here in this case. I don't want to get into any fights or drama. Let's see, Priscilla. Hey, Priscilla. Ray and you made the mac and cheese from the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook this week, and it was so good. Definitely one of the best vegan mac and cheese I've had. Awesome. I don't know. Angie hasn't made that in a long time, Priscilla. I'm going to have to like twist her arm and say, hey, Priscilla from the Friday live stream just made that. Can you make it for us again for me and her? For me, that'd be awesome because that sounds so good right now. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah. And it sounds like most like people that have compassion in their hearts would be against most of that stuff and that Project 2025 stuff. It just sounds so horrible on pretty much all points. But anyway, don't want to make this too political. But yeah, I guess we're in an election year, so it's hard to not have some of that discussion come up. But I promise you guys, I'm trying to keep it as shallow water as possible. Anyway, let's see. Logica S-Rex. I don't do the food prep. That's more Angie's bit, but we don't really do food prep. We just kind of make food meal by meal. I know there's different ways to go about it. We're just like one pot wonders, one meal wonders, just like the stuff in the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook back there. So we don't. None of that requires like prepping for the week. You just kind of you grab the foods you're gonna need for that particular meal. You cut them or whatever you gotta do, cook them and eat them, and then do the same for the next meal. Hey, Z Captain, if you gotta go, all good. I'm glad you could just come for a little bit. All right, 4.5 billion years old. If you are an RFK supporter, awesome, good for you. It's a free country. You're free to pick anyone you want. But I've seen you kind of just saying over and over again all these reasons why you like him. Totally cool. Again, I'm not saying you're a bad person or anything like that, but we're not here to just kind of plug our favorite candidates in the live chat, okay? If you can respect that, that sounds cool. If someone were doing that for any candidate, I'm not just singling RFK Jr. out, just anyone. We're not here to promote like anyone for 2024. Let's save that for a different sort of live stream. This ain't the one. If you're doing Ryan Lum 2024, I'd stop you. You know what I'm saying? This is not what we're here for. Bill, yeah, I forgot. You used to be a restaurant owner, huh? You are a prep master, but you like things fresh, so you prep for the meal you're cooking. Yeah, that's how we kind of roll. That's exactly how we roll here. Vegan Potterhead, how do you think I can best convince people to take on the Liberation Pledge? I just lost your thing. Liberation Pledge. Refresh me. I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. That's where you say you're not going to sit at meals with others if they're going to have animal cruelty and exploitation. Is that what you're talking about? Because we didn't have that pledge exactly, but we've lived that way pretty much since like 2019, basically. So I pretty much don't go out with people who are gonna be eating animal products. If I'm gonna eat with my mom, I'm gonna take her somewhere and just order all the food. It's gonna be all vegan. Or if I'm gonna bring some takeout and take it to her house like I did last weekend, I got her some basically vegan burritos at El Pollo Loco. You can order it without any cheese. I looked up, it seemed to sound like the rice and beans. She just wanted beans anyway. It sounded like those were vegan. I just brought her that, you know. I'll bring back some Panda Express. I'll just get the stuff I know is vegan, bring it back. So that's how, if you're going to hang out with me, I'm going to be in charge of the food, and you're not going to be eating any animal products. Call that fascist? I'm not sure. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah, you would think if you started an insurrection against the government of this country, there should be something in some of the laws somewhere that would make that not possible. I don't know. This whole politics in the United States, though, is just effing with my head. Just how crazy it is. You know, it's way nuttier than it was 10, 20, 30, every decade you go back, wow, that was a chiller time. Just keeps getting escalating, just getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, Peter, yeah, I did have it right with the liberation. I just haven't thought of that phrase in a while. Okay, I guess I'm just living it on just anyway. Um, Urban housewife. SMH. That doesn't make any sense. That's isolation. How is it isolation if you eat food with people and they eat with no, the thing is, here's the whole point, urban housewife. It's not isolation. If you're vegan, especially been vegan a long time, like a lot of us have, I have been vegan for 13 years. Why are we vegan? Because we are against animal cruelty and exploitation. And some of us are very passionate about that. And to sit down with someone and have them sitting right next to you, just munching a leg of a beast or something like that, is, I can't do it. I can't sit there and emotionally handle that. First of all, it's gross. I'm angered. I'm pissed. So I just rather not be in a situation like that. Instead of being in a situation that's all full of grossness and cruelty, I can instead create a situation that doesn't have that. So when I go out with my mom, instead of her ordering some like chicken tikka masala, which she wants to, I said, Mom, I'll order you some vegan stuff and you're gonna be just as happy. And sure enough, she never complains when I order the dishes. Like, so we go to an Indian restaurant. So how is that isolating? Celebrating a meal of compassion and deliciousness with your family and friends and having no cruelty. That sounds great. Why is that so horrible? Urban housewife. How is that a horrible isolationist thing? I mean, if someone doesn't want to do that with me, if there's a friend or family member who refuses to go to a restaurant where we can all get plant stuff, it's like, okay, then we're not going to have a meal together. I'll go hang out with you later. Maybe we'll go meet up, hang out at your house, or go to a bar if I went to bars anymore or something like that. But there's no reason to have a meal with someone where you're going to be participating, or at least sitting right next to the very thing that we're so passionately against, animal cruelty and exploitation. So why put myself in a situation where I'm pretty much, being cool with animal cruelty and exploitation when I don't have to? I don't see anything wrong with that. Says it's control issues. Well, I mean, there's control issues is such a loaded term. Yeah, often when someone has control issues, it's a psychological condition, a disorder of sorts. But that's one way of looking at control issues. Like, people who are successful in life are able to create situations that work out for them instead of just going with the flow and just, it sucks, I'm just going with the flow. People who are successful, I'm not saying I'm one of those, but create situations that work out best for them. So instead of me saying, it just sucks, I have to sit down with my friends and family and watch them eat all these dead carcasses right next to me. No, I'm going to create a situation where we can enjoy a meal together as friends and family and not have that situation. So I'm just creating a better situation. If you want to call that control issues, that's on you. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not a negative psychological a condition or anything like that. It's just doing what successful people do, taking a situation that's probably going to suck and creating one that's better. If that sucks, I guess you may not be doing all that great in life. If you just kind of go with the flow and don't try to make things better in your life. So anyway, you have anything else, Urban Housewife or whatever? Anything you want to say about veganism other than you don't like me going out to eat plant-based meals with my family? You have anything else you want to tell us? Oh, Peter, Chipotle is coming to Victoria. Yeah, just get the bean and rice burrito. They'll ask you what protein you want to get. You can get their sofritas thing. It's some kind of processed vegan thing, but it's kind of high in sodium. I'm not sure if you care about that, but I don't think it's as delicious as just having beans and rice and maybe some guacamole. I don't need some fake meat thing. I just like plants. I like my peasant food. I don't need some fake thing. What? That's not what you said at all. Oh, maybe I misunderstood. So Urban Housewife, forgive me if I misunderstood what you're saying. Maybe there's a lot of context I can be missing here. You could have been replying to someone else about some other thing. That happens. I'm just a simple guy. A lot of people on right now. I don't pick up everything, or I take some things out of context. So if you have a question for me, Urban Housewife, I'm more than happy to hear you out, see what you got to say, okay? And maybe you're not even anti-vegan. I may, again, totally misunderstood what you said there. And if so, I truly apologize. But I see some good tips here. Yeah, instead of eating out with people with dead animals, just have them. If you're a good cook and you are social, cook for them. Make them a delicious vegan meal. Show them how amazing it is to eat plants, how delicious it is, how non-limiting it is to eat plants, and share it with your friends and have them all come over and have a great time. Urban Housewife, in response to, I think, me or someone else, give thanks. It's all good. How I'm not sure what that relates to what we're talking about here, Urban Housewife. Don't mess with Allison. Urban Housewife, let me know. Do you have an issue or a question, some issue with vegans or veganism, or a question? And ask me. Allison is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but this is my live stream, so it's not Allison's live stream. So if you have a question about veganism, and Paul, also the title is Ask a Vegan Anything, and the vegan in question is me, not Allison. Allison's cool, and I'm not bagging Allison, but do you have a question, Urban Housewife? And I'll answer your question directly, okay? Ooh. So anyway, so we'll see what Urban Housewife has to say. All right, what are you guys talking about? Urban, no, I'm asking you. This is my live stream. I would like to communicate with you. If you don't mind, since this is my live stream, you seem to have some kind of question or issue with veganism, and I don't think I grasp it fully yet. So I want you to get me up to speed. What is it you're saying that Scott Allison responding to? Just tell me what the thing is. That's all I want to know. I'm not saying you can't communicate with Allison, but I feel like I should be on the same footing as Allison as far as knowing what your thing is, what your issue or question is. Isn't that fair? Is that fair enough? I mean, just tell me directly. I feel like I should be as on top of things as much as possible. If Allison knows more than I do about what's going on, I'm doing something wrong. So I want to know what's happening, what's going on. So please get me up to speed. What is the problem, question, or issue that you're having? You're confused also. You must have said something. So please just let me know what it was you said before she called you a clown. Something about control issues. I remember SMH, shaking my head. I didn't fully understand. So can you tell me what you were referring to when you said shaking my head and control issues? What was that in reference to? What were you describing there? I'm not sure. I can post I'll scroll back up and get your comment if you're denying it. I remember it exactly. I remember seeing it. So please tell me what is it you're trying to say. I'll just do it right now. I know you're going to beat around the bush. I'll just show you what you said there. Okay, I see you fighting with people already here. How far up do I got to go? Huh, I lost it. Maybe I scrolled too far. Huh. One more time. See, this is hard for me to do. I lost it. I think you might have deleted it or something. I'm not sure what you're referring to. So, okay, about choosing not to eat with non-vegans. Yeah, okay. I think I did answer that, and it's a personal choice. I don't think it's a control issue. It's just creating a better situation. If you think that's bad or wrong, I mean, that's your opinion, but I don't see anything wrong with taking a situation that's crappy and sucky and trying to make a better one. Cook for them in your home, like Logica S Rex is saying. Take them to a vegan restaurant or one that has vegan options and order all the food. So I'm not saying you did, I just couldn't find it. So are we cool? Do you like what I said? Do you have a problem with what I said? Do you still think that I have control issues and I'm trying to take a situation that I personally find not good and make it into a situation I think where everyone can win and have a good time together as a loving family or friend gathering? So anyway. No, Urban. No, no. Is this not a place for open discussion or one must agree with everything you say? No, I've said many times, I don't expect or want everyone to agree with everything I say. I'm not a fascist, dictator, authoritarian type. If you all agreed with everything I said, it'd be horrible. You know, what kind of community is that? We all think the same. No, it doesn't work like that. I encourage free thought here. So you must have said something, or I'm pretty sure you said something that seemed a little condescending with a shake in your head. But like, you were shaking your head at what? You were shaking your head at the idea of a vegan proposing to his family, hey, let's go to a restaurant where I don't have to sit next to you and watch you eat a duck, and we can eat some plants together and have a fine meal. You seem to have a problem with that. Do you have a problem with that? I think that's what we're not clear about. Is that such a horrible thing in your mind? Hey, Groovy Lisa, how's it going? 4.5 billion year old AJ was supporting Kamala. You didn't say anything about that. Yeah, it was in the flow of the discussion, and she didn't keep repeating it over and over again. She said, yeah, Kamala could step up. She didn't really support Kamala. AJ has made it very clear. She totally wants Biden to not step down. But she said so if something were to happen. Here, if I remember, I think I can quote AJ verbatim almost here. I think AJ said, if something were to happen to Biden, Kamala would step up or something like that to take his place. I don't know if that's a statement of support, more so as a statement of how it works, a statement of fact, how it says, I think in the some like the Constitution, if not how it works in the case of a president who's too ill or dies or something like that to continue. So yeah, I don't see that as a hey, I'm voting for Kamala, everyone vote for her. No, she says she wants to vote for Biden. So please, you're not making a apples to oranges comparison. I mean, you're not comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to oranges. It's a faulty comparison. Did she call me a clown? I saw some mention of clown. I couldn't find her comment from earlier, so if any of you guys want to go up and take a look, because I failed, but I'm doing I'm multitasking right now, running a live stream. If you guys want to just go look for a second and see if I was called a clown, because that's something easy we can fact check there. But if you have a question for me, Urban Housewife, I said I'll answer it, but I haven't really seen one yet, other than just kind of, I didn't say that or accusing someone of that. Just if you have a question, just ask it, okay? Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so Graven, who doesn't have is not part of this whole fight yet. Graven saying that housewife said you use the clown emoji, same thing. Okay, good memory there. I don't remember. Okay, let's just stop here. Urban housewife claims that's childish. She'd never do something like that. I'm just gonna go look really quickly one more time, but let's just move on from this. Okay. Well, Allison did the clown emoji. Okay, let's just move on. Let us move on, okay, guys? We're moving on from this whole fight about who said what about clowns and shaking my head and control issues. We're moving on, okay? Are we cool? We're moving on. Totally moving on. No one bring it up again. Everyone, hopefully respect that. Okay, so all right. Okay, yeah, good point, Peter. I don't think we're gonna have to time out anyone. There'll just be no more clown talk, okay? So we are moving on. We have moved on. Jano99. Hey everyone, greetings from Michigan. Awesome. Stay cool out there. I'm sure it's hot out in that part of the country too, I imagine. So anyway, what's that sound mean? I think it's not, again, I don't want to make this all too political, but anyway, it's a shame that this country is still, I don't know, hates, but there are some people in this country that have issues voting for a woman for president. Yeah, you have nothing against Kamala. She definitely wouldn't be the worst president if she were running or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully none of us here are like that and none of us have any like sexism issues like that. Yeah, let's not focus on if anyone needs an apology. I said, let's just move on. That ship has sailed. We're gone. We've moved. We've moved on. Carl says, true fact. Puddle's Pity Party is an amazing singing clown who happens to be vegan. So this kind of clown talk, totally acceptable and cool. Yeah, true. Yeah, Graven. Yeah, Mexico, where you would think there might be more issues with like, machismo there than even here possibly. They just elected a female president. So, maybe the world's progressing a little bit. But yeah. I'm afraid that if certain people win the next election here, we may never, ever have a female president. Ever. But anyway, let's hope that doesn't get there. Okay, uncles know who Puddles is, too. I don't know who this Puddles, the singing clown who happens to be a vegan is. Never heard of Puddles before. Let's see, Allison, Double Jeopardy. First, Vegan Zombies live stream, and now me. What a day. Hey, I do it every Friday. What is Chris doing having a live stream on the same day as me? He should know Friday's mine. I'm just kidding. I don't have a monopoly on vegan Friday live streams. Yeah, Varley. Yeah, you guys have had female prime ministers. Yeah, so maybe one day the United States will catch up to some of the rest of the world around us. Yeah, Samuel, there can be an argument. I've seen arguments made that back in my high school era when Ronald Reagan won the presidency for 8 years and implemented trickle-down economics, it's trickled up. There are like more wealthy people now, more the economic inequities have only increased since trickled down. Like we've had some time for it to trickle down, and it's been trickling up. It's been like this more of a wealth transfer. I don't know if that's too strong of a term, but yeah, it hasn't worked out like as promised. Oh, okay. Other vegans are live streaming now too, even ones that we don't like to refer to here. Awesome. Totally cool. Free country, free world. Everyone can live stream. Johnny, when was the last time California voted red? It might have been Ronald Reagan in the 1980s as far as presidential elections go. And we've had a handful of GOP, Republican governors as well. But, all these are more the exceptions rather than the rule. Oh, we're not doing politics, Gianna. Like I said, if anything, we might just take a couple little baby steps, but we're not really, as usual, I don't want to make this a politically centric live stream or podcast or anything like that. Not my thing. As the title says here, Ask a Vegan. It's not like Ask a Vegan about politics or something like that, because we're all different. You could ask me my opinions about politics if you cared. You guys already kind of know. You can ask another vegan and hers or his will probably be a bit different, But that's not what veganism is. Again, veganism is stance against animal cruelty and exploitation, meaning you could be of any political background, religious background, or atheist, whatever, Satanist, and still believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, because this belief transcends all politics and religion. Hey, welcome. I see a few more people popping in of our happy fam. Inspiration, motivation, and faith. Welcome. And GGP89, don't let your coworkers get you coffee. They might just put cow milk in it. So yeah, if you're a vegan, you just can't let any old person get you coffee for sure. Parth Patel, first executive order as president. I would immediately sign into order an end of the unfair agricultural subsidies that benefit the meat and dairy industries. Yeah. That would be and the egg board, all that stuff would be abolished. Dairy board abolished. So that would be my first executive order as president. So yeah, I should run, huh? I already know what I'm going to do. I already know first thing I'd sign. That's just an executive order. They don't need them anymore. When those went into effect, they're ancient history. These are established industries now. They don't need this crutch anymore. It gives them an unfair economic advantage over competitors, like say plant-based competitors. How come like Beyond Burgers don't get subsidies? How come the broccoli industry doesn't get, or at least like say black beans, because you can make black bean patties, they don't get the subsidies too. Why does one industry that's been around forever get these unfair advantages of subsidies and free money for marketing that none of these other companies or industries get? So that'd be the first thing. If we could truly believe in this rugged capitalism here, let's see some of it. Let's not give an unfair advantage to these industries that don't need a leg up. They're doing fine. So that's what I would do for sure. Let's see, Peter. Well, in Canada, I'm not sure why you would vote for the Conservative Party and still be vegan, because they want to put in ag-gag laws. Well, we have that. You guys already have ag-gag laws there too, meaning you cannot speak legally. You can get arrested. You will get in trouble if you speak out as far as what you saw, like behind the closed doors of, say, a slaughterhouse or something. Or maybe you can speak out, but you can't take footage. You can't show like photographic or video evidence of what goes on behind there. I guess you can talk about it. I guess they can't shut your mouth up, or can they? I'm not sure how freedom restricting these ag-gag laws are. Again, they're not here to protect democracy or freedom. Ag-gag laws specifically protect these industries that don't need the protection. It's unfair how they're like more than first-class citizens. They get subsidies, they get ag-gag laws that prevent free speech, free sharing of true factual information. That I guess that would be part of the whole thing. The ag-gag laws would come down too. Yeah, and let's give Big Broccoli a chance, huh, Nikki? But yeah, true. Yeah, these they have lobbyists. Yeah, Meat and Dairy has lobbyists, politicians working for them, and that's why these things all exist. But I, as president, if I were to win, executive order, done, no more. Yeah, it's a real thing, Uncle. Yeah, if I were to go into a slaughterhouse and take some footage of what goes on in a slaughterhouse and share it with people, I'm going to jail. I'm looking at prison time. Exactly. That's freedom. I mean, it's like you're not showing anything like weird other than what really happens in a slaughterhouse. You can't show that to people. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but how is that freedom? How is that? Why is that a situation? Because we talk about how free speech is such a sacred thing in this country. You better have some amazing situation such that it warrants violating this free speech principle and protecting meat industry, that's so sacred that we're going to just walk back First Amendment rights there. I mean, it just shows you how ridiculous the meat and dairy industry are, how they're so, ingrained and protected. Anyway. Yeah, go broccoli. Let's see broccoli. Let's make broccoli great again. Oh no, Peter, that sounds horrible. Hope they're okay. Wow, Allison, that's crazy. Wow. Free speech as long as it's not offensive. That's not really the what breaks free speech. It's like yelling like fire in a crowded theater. You know, that's just dangerous. But you can offend someone. I could criticize a politician and be offensive. I could say politician X, Y, or Z is an ugly jerk or something like that and no good and lousy. That's offensive, but that's permissible free speech. You can use free speech in an offensive way. That's part of free speech. But to ban free speech because you want to protect the meat industry, that's not right. Make broccoli great again. Yeah, that's what I'm going to run on that platform. So anyway, yeah, Nikki, I'm going to just read exactly what you said there. Meat and dairy are so expensive and gross. And you're true, right, Bill. Free speech doesn't protect you against repercussions. Yeah. But there shouldn't be the repercussion of going to jail if you show footage of what happens in a slaughterhouse. I don't see why that's protected. Like, if you show footage of what happens at your job, working at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, say it's really bad there, you're not going to go to jail for that. There's no laws against that. If you show what happens at your job, working wherever, you're not going to go to jail. But just a few protected places. It seems like it should, certain things could be protected. Maybe you're working in a sensitive, top secret place, classified information. Yeah, you can go to jail. But the meat industry, there's nothing secret there besides they don't want people to see what's going on. Hey, AJ, thank you. Hey, I think you're our first super chat tip of the evening here, an hour in. Wow, we're off to a slow start tonight, but thank you so much once again, AJ, for your very generous super chat tip there. Did our bot read your post there? I wonder if it's working. Let me test something out here. I'm going to do a test. Thanks
for the tip.
Okay, that was a test one. John didn't really donate $59. Did it read your post there, AJ? I didn't hear it, but maybe my volume was low. If not, I'll try to troubleshoot it for next. I did read it. Okay, cool. I didn't hear it. So awesome. Great. Yeah, Bill, I don't want to get into all the limitations of where for free speech is. I'm just saying, yeah, you can be offensive in free speech, but I'm not supporting hate speech or speech that could cause violence. Like yelling fire in a crowded theater could cause violence. It could be a riot, people getting stampeded on and panic. There are limitations. But I don't know what's for dinner, AJ, for the What's for Dinner Fund. Angie and I didn't plan it out that far. Yeah, I had a banana smoothie, and I tell you, some free fries from Plant Powered Fast Food, and we split like a vegan chicken sandwich. Then when we came back, she made us some avocado toast. I'm still a little hungry from the gym. I made a little quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I'm not sure what we're gonna have for dinner. Something like more real than my banana smoothie was real, but something just more real than these weird things we've been having today. Oh, Peter, yeah. The thing is, yeah, people are so sensitive these days, that yeah, about anything could be offensive. That's why offensive things aren't necessarily like punishable. They don't violate free speech. Just because someone's offended and their feelings are hurt doesn't mean that should supersede someone's right to be able to say something that's offensive, for better or worse. There's a good and bad to that. AJ, yes, the orange chicken has returned to many Panda Expresses, and Angie and I went crazy last Saturday, I think it was, and got the largest size of it. And you guys know, like a couple years ago, many Panda Expresses, I think they did a test market, which we were in, then they rolled it, I think, to all of them. But I think it's back. It is back now. I don't know if it's in every Panda Express, but it's in the ones I've checked for me. So for me, it's back at all of them. But they're impossible orange chicken. If anyone's ever had Chinese food, you probably had orange chicken. It's probably for me, the most like archetypal classic Chinese dinner dish. Anyway, they have a fully vegan version of it at Panda Express, so buy it. It's good. I'm not sponsored by them. I just think it's delicious, and they said it'll probably just be here for a little bit again. It's not a permanent item. But I heard I should make a video about it. Maybe Angie did some research on it. There was a lot of pressure. They had like 7,000 people sign something urging them to bring back the vegan orange chicken, and when it was on sale, it was like their best-selling item or something like that. So it makes a lot of financial sense for them to bring it back. What's that, Graven? Tell someone you do believe in tell someone you don't believe in God and they want to take your free speech. Doesn't that happen with school kids right now? God's in the classroom. Yeah, what state was it? Was it Mississippi, Alabama? Which one was it that said that basically in public schools now you have to like pray every day, or the 10 Commandments are up or something like that? Talk about indoctrinating. What if that's not your religion? Like, say you were raised in a different religion where you're not in the 10 Commandments. You're a Buddhist, an atheist, Satanist, whatever. I think parents have the right to raise their kids how they want as far as religion goes. If you really want to go to religious school, they have religious schools. I'm not saying they shouldn't be able to do that, but that's in religious schools. So if you're in a public school, who's to say what religion? Why is one religion up on the wall? Why isn't my religion up on the wall for all to read? Or your religion? It doesn't make any sense as far as public schools go. But I don't want to get too political. I'm just saying, just as someone who thinks rationally, who's to say what is religion? There's like hundreds of religions. Just because one might be more popular doesn't mean it's the only one that people in that state believe in. Anyway, was it Louisiana? I forgot which it was. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure that's Louisiana. Uncle, which 10 Commandments? There are more than a few? What do you mean? There's more than, are there different ways of translating the 10 Commandments? I'm not sure what you're saying there. That sounds kind of familiar, Peter. Viralis, you're sorry you exported all your religious weirdos to us? I'm not sure how to respond to that. Oh, Fritz, there are 3 versions of the 10 Commandments in the Bible? I wasn't aware of that. Are they not consistent? Are they different each time or something like that? GGP89, how do I feel about vegetarians? I think they're doing a great job, and I think most of them would like to give up dairy too, but they can't because it's so addicting. There's morphine, casomorphine in dairy. It's hard to give up dairy than it is to give up meat because there's nothing like that in meat. So I think they mean well, and I think at least for old school vegetarians, they do it for compassionate reasons, and they think, oh, well, if I eat dairy and eggs, I'm not really killing the animal, because they don't see that aspect of the business. They just see what's before them on their plate. They don't realize what it takes or what it took to get that dairy or egg to their plate, all the cruelty and exploitation that came to be before that. So yeah, I think it's our job as vegans, just friendly, is that a word? Let vegetarians know, if they're not already aware of how what goes on as far as forced impregnation of a cow or whatever you're getting your dairy from, and what happens to the babies. There's a lot of things you might not have thought of if you just see like a piece of cheese. You don't realize what it took to get that cheese to you. Hey, thank you, Nothingness, for our second super chat tip of the evening. Again, guys, thanks so much. I really appreciate all your support. Let's see. Let's see what Nothing is saying. Did it read it? All right, I'm not hearing that. As long as you guys are hearing it, I'm cool. Did Nothing? No, I don't think. No, yours is on YouTube. Yeah, our bot doesn't read YouTube super chat, just ones that go through Streamlabs, which is the link that I have pinned up at the top of the chat. So I'll read it. There's no God but Ryan, and Uncle is his messenger. That would be Angie. Angie's my messenger. I'm just joking. No. Yeah, there's nothing to hear. I just realized it was from YouTube. My mistake there. Everyone who's saying God exists or doesn't exist, when you get down to it, I mean, I've studied this. I mean, I studied philosophy. I've studied the arguments for the existence of God, the ontological argument, Pascal's wager, arguments from medieval philosophers. I mean, they're arguments. If it was something that was like, like a slam dunk, what's the argument from design? There's a whole bunch, it would be a settled matter of fact or something like that. So it's basically a matter of faith, and each person, can believe or not believe, depending on what level of evidence and such that, satisfies each person. So, yeah, it's not obvious because, like, let's say, if you are from another part of the world, especially from another part of the world, say 1,000 years ago, let's say you lived in Asia, you would really not know much about God or anything like that. You'd know about Confucianism and Taoism and Buddhism, and Hinduism and so on and so forth. So it's not completely obvious. To say it's obvious to you just shows that your specific life situation made it obvious for you. But that's just you. Yeah, you could have been raised in a different time in a different part of the world, say in Norway, and Zeus seems like a very rational deity to believe is the creator or something like that. So anyway, I'm saying, yeah, it's all a matter of faith. Anyone who says it's a slam dunk obvious fact, it's really not, and you could think that, but no, really learned people have studied this, and it's not like a slam dunk fact that we can just point to. Here's the logical argument or something like that. And Peter is a pastafarian. God is the noodle god. So hopefully I didn't offend anyone there. I'm saying it's all a matter of personal faith, and what you believe in, and not just faith. If you have a Christian, you have your faith, and Buddhists, we have our own thing. I don't even think the word faith comes up in Buddhism. It's our own belief system. You wear a spaghetti strainer on your head? Awesome. And Fritz prefers the flying ramen monster. That sounds pretty awesome. Wow, I want a t-shirt with that. And I haven't seen Christspiracy yet. Is it Nothingness? Do you guys know? Is it on can I rent it? Is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime or Peacock or Max or something like that? Let me know. Just let me know if it's on any streamer right now. Okay, Carl, awesome. I've done a good job navigating religion on here. I haven't offended you. Awesome. Yeah, my goal is not to offend anyone. Everyone's still in 2024. It might be different in 2025 or 26, but we're all free to believe what we want when it comes to religion. And just leave it at that. I'm not here to push. I don't have an agenda or an axe to grind or anything like that. Okay, Peter, it will not come to one of those streaming platforms. Christspiracy. Oh, that sucked. It's going to come on demand. You'll have to pay a fee. Okay, yeah, let me know when it comes on demand. I definitely want to see it for sure, 100%. How come God isn't vegan? How do you know God isn't vegan? I don't know. Never met him. Or her. It. I don't know. God, whatever. I'm not sure what pronoun to use or anything like that. Peter, if the political landscape changes, I'm not sure who you're talking about, how this could ever happen, and the leader, I'm not sure who you're talking about, forces you to believe in a religion. No, I have my religion. It's like this. How can you force someone to believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong? Either they believe it or they don't. I have my religious and spiritual beliefs. And just because an authoritarian dictator comes into power, that's not going to make me change my religious beliefs. It'll be more reason to say, no, I'm not going to go along with the authoritarian stuff. I'm totally against that. No, I didn't assume God gender. I said he. I said maybe she or it. I don't know. I'm not sure how to refer as far as pronouns go. Then I might be going to prison then, Peter. I don't know. Hopefully it won't come down to that. But then you don't have to say that there'd be a hell of a lot of people to lock up. It would be financially impossible to jail all us others who don't fall into what the authoritarian dictator is calling for. Yeah, they, them, Bill. Maybe that's it. Interesting, Uncle. Maybe at the pearly gates, they will ask you how many animals did you have a part in killing. It's funny how I bring up sometimes in the live stream this example. When you're at the pearly gates, the gates of heaven, I've said this many times before. In response to Bob, who had issues with people who are both vegan and Christian, saying it's incompatible, I said, Bob, do you really expect when vegans arrive to the pearly gates, they will be turned away because they ate plants? Really? I mean, I've seen nothing in the Bible or in the scriptures say anything that you have to consume dead animals to pass through the pearly gates. So yeah, we talk about the pearly gates from time to time on this live stream. Wow, Travis, that's crazy. That someone really has that sign in your yard? Oh my God. So to stay away from that person, right? Because that's a scary person. Thinking like, here's what I believe and you got to believe like I do, or else all hell's going to break loose. Yeah, Bill is asking about what's known as it's called the trolley problem in philosophy. And it's not meant to be a be-all, end-all as far as like you need to use trolley problems to construct theories and moral theories and stuff like that. It's a tool you can use to ponder a situation, but there's problems with like drawing real-world guidelines based from trolley problems, because trolley problems are so isolated. All the variables are completely 100% contained. It's such a weird, abstract version of reality that it makes it not the most... what's the word I'm looking for? Not the most accurate... it's just not the most... It's just kind of apples to oranges to take a trolley problem and then try to construct a real world... declaration or conclusion. It's fraught with some problems. But that said, yeah, trolley problems are interesting. They're fun to use and explore, but you got to realize their limitations. But I'm not knocking the trolley problem and saying it's debunked or something like that. You just got to put it into perspective as how much you can really do with the trolley problem. Let's see, Fillmore Music. The trolley problem is, or I would change your wording to can be used to justify bad behavior. I'm saying the trolley problem is a tool. It can be used for, I guess, good, for lack of a better term, or bad. Or, it's just a tool. It's just something you can. It's a tool you can use to think through a particular specific situation and see where you lie at the end of which way the trolley is going to go. Let's see. So Carl says, trolley problems, I want to say can be used by those who think veganism is about reducing suffering, and it makes them come up with ridiculous conclusions. That's the saying. There's limitations to what you can do with the trolley problem. So if you're basing your whole view of what veganism is based on a trolley problem, no. Veganism is stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. We don't need trolley problems to figure out what veganism is. Unfortunately, I see what you guys are saying, nothingness and others. Yeah, I know. I've seen some vegans use trolley problems to generate real-world principles, I guess, for lack of a better term, real-world actions or beliefs that don't really seem to fully are justified from trolley problems. I mean, if trolley problems are such a useful philosophical tool, you'd see more philosophers using them. But no, I never saw like a professional philosopher use trolley problems to generate the major conclusions of their arguments. I'm not saying it's never been done. I'm sure it's happened a handful of times, perhaps, but it's not. I'm saying if it were such a great tool, trolley problems would be what philosophers use all the time, but it's not the case. I see debate bros using trolley problems all the time, but it's not this powerful philosophical argument or tool that the layperson thinks it might be. Yeah, trolley problems get you to think, Fritz. That's what they do. They generate thought. But, like I said, you can't go so far with the trolley problem. It's not like the way to generate your philosophical philosophies, your philosophical principles and theories. I did probably miss a joke there while I was going off on trolley problems. Anyway, yeah, totally agree. And yeah, most of the stars, or many of the stars you see at night, good chance some of them don't even exist anymore because they're traveling such vast distances of interstellar space, or sometimes with some of the light you might see might not even be from the Milky Way. You can see like the Andromeda galaxy on a good clear night, and that light, I forgot how many millions of light years that might be, or something like that. But yeah, a lot of stuff you see in the sky, what you're seeing is a snapshot of the past from our perspective. Light got here all at different rates. It's a vast universe. Appreciate the fragility of life, the wonder of life here, because we're not sure it exists anywhere else yet, but we know for a damn fact it's here. Hey, Dr. Bear! How you doing, Dr. Bear? And how is Mr. Bear doing? You said you had to take him to the hospital like a few days ago. Give us an update. And you said you brought him home, so what's up? Okay, logical. S-Rex says, well, it reminds me of what I was telling your brother. A lot of theological books are highly symbolic and metaphorical and are designed to get you to look for the answer rather than having it be spoon-fed to you. Skycross, hey, you're not late. You can pop in anytime. I'm on for like 2 hours usually, so I don't expect most people to hang out with me the whole time. Okay, Dr. Bear says, Mr. Bear is doing much better now. Awesome. It was scary that he was in the hospital for 3 days, but things have basically returned to normal. He's on some new medication. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear about that. That must be horrible. Yeah, having to stay at the hospital for 3 days. I'm glad he's back home. New meds, doing better. Wow. And then just as she wants to get out there, because I'm sure some anti-vegan's going to be bookmarking this part of the live stream here. She wants to point out it has nothing to do with him being vegan. It's not like the doctor said it was caused by him eating plants. But yeah, anytime a vegan has any kind of health issue, the anti-vegans will start making videos, even though they have zero facts or a tiny bit of facts, but not enough to know what's going on. They'll just make a video. Oh, a vegan, like when Dr. McDougall died. Let's make all these videos. Oh, Dr. McDougall died. It's because he's vegan. Well, he did have a stroke when he was a teenager, and he lived longer than an average United States male, so he did something right there. But yeah, no one said as soon as you eat plants, you're immoral and never aging or anything like that. Graven, are we even real? I think so. I don't think we live in some kind of simulation or something like that. I think we're all really here in some physical sense. Carl, you almost stepped on a copperhead. Is that a rattlesnake? Oh, yeah, that would have debunked veganism killing you, huh? That would have been horrible. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah, is it Titan? One of those moons of Saturn that they think could... it's like got some warm water or something like that. They think it's compatible with life. There's enough molecules that generate life. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I think they're exploring some of those moons of Saturn and Jupiter. No solipsism. I've always been against solipsism, which is the idea that only you exist, basically. Just you and the contents of your mind. There's no external reality outside of that or something like that. I'm probably doing a horrible job of describing solipsism, but I don't think that's right. And Titan has an atmosphere too. Getting back to the moon on Saturn that scientists have. I don't think they say it might have life, but it has a lot of attributes that they think are quite compatible with having some kind of life there. What's that Fulmar music? How's it going, Fulmar music? You spent 12 hours once doing a rite with Kali to not give into TP. What is that? With that done, I always fall back on it when presented with the TP. Actual last thing, back to lurking mode. What are you talking about? Wait, what is TP? I'm trying to use the context you're giving me here. I'm having a hard time. Anyone know? Trolley problem. You spent 12 hours once doing a rite with Kelly to not give in to the trolley problem. Okay, don't worry about trolley problems. Sorry, they're not the be all end all in philosophy. Take it from someone who studied philosophy at the undergraduate and graduate level. I don't think I've never heard one of my teachers ever once utter the phrase trolley problem or even bring up a trolley problem. Ancient Aliens, I do like that show. I mean, every episode when I watch it, I'll let them present their evidence and I'll judge it. Sometimes they produce some convincing. Their arguments are more convincing than others, and sometimes they're really pushing it this time. But it's an entertaining show to watch if you like traveling around the world and seeing all these cool, beautiful places. Okay, urban housewife. Is that the definition of solipsism? That the self is all that can be known to exist? Yeah, that's pretty much kind of what I said. Just what you experience, the contents of your conscious experience. I think that even denies the existence of physical world. I think that's, if I remember correct, that's why I was stipulating your conscious experience. Oh, thanks, Nothingness. Nothingness has just donated or gifted 5 Happy Healthy Vegan memberships. Woohoo! Let's see who got one. And it's a lot of people I don't know. Are you guys like just kind of lurking in the background right now? Because you can. It's totally cool. Like Taos and Buff Vegan Yoda and Rebecca's here often, and Renee. And I'm not sure if I remember Jennifer Levine, but welcome. We have 5 new Happy Fam members. Awesome. Urban Housewife said vegans need to take every vitamin, as do meat eaters. What you're saying is all humans need to take every vitamin. Well, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but you should get your blood checked, see if you're deficient in things. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to take a supplement. I'm not disagreeing, but I don't know if every human needs to. If you're getting your blood checked and you see, oh, I'm really strong in vitamin X, Y, Z, and B, you probably don't need to supplement with those. But don't take my advice. Take the advice of a health professional, because I'm just a music producer. Okay, thank you, Logica, for a further elaboration of solipsism. I never thought we'd get into a discussion of solipsism on one of my live streams, but you do this for enough years and you never know what might happen. Graven, you're going to donate blood tomorrow. Good for you. Awesome. I cannot honestly remember the last time I donated blood. Maybe I'm a bad person. I like getting blood tests and blood work done, but I'm not so on top of donating blood. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, I tell you, I like Ancient Aliens. I find it entertaining. I enjoy the show. And I think on some topics, they actually produce... here's the thing. Here's what on a typical Ancient Aliens episode. I look at here's the argument from the ancient astronaut theory, as they call it. Let's see how strong it is. And then let's see the, as best as they present it, maybe they weaken it, the conventional explanation, and see which one has the best evidence. And sometimes the ancient astronaut theory seems to be the better one. I'm not saying always, but I'll always watch it with, as entertainment. I'm not an ancient astronaut theorist, but there's something to it. Some of it might be right. Don't know. You spread veganism through your blood, Graven. That's awesome. Urban Housewife. No, I think what people are tripping on Urban Housewife is how you said like everyone, vegan or not, needs to take supplements. And I don't know if that's necessarily true, because a lot of us can, at least for many years, have produced some really nice blood tests without any supplementation. But that said, I recommend it. I'm not a doctor, but I just take a supplement. Like you said, you don't know how much of your nutrition is really getting through from your food, how bioavailable it all is. Just take a supplement. Just be done. Make it easy. No brainer. They're cheap, simple. Just take one, vegan or not. People sometimes, just the fact that you take a supplement just shows how your vegan diet is not right. It's like, no, just everyone should take one. I'm just saying me, because I'm vegan. Just if I were this age and not vegan, God forbid, I'd still take a supplement. What's that Urban Health like? 1 second, vegans hate doctors. Next thing, what are you talking about? I'm just... we don't have doctor hate on this channel, if that's what you're saying. I mean, I will call out some unprofessionalism, like say on the part of Graven's doctor, just giving her this unsolicited crap advice about veganism or plant foods. But no, we are evidence-based here, so I'm not sure how you're making this generalization that vegans hate doctors based on what's going on in this live stream. We don't doctor bash. We are evidence-based here. And you see, many of us take supplements. I see a whole bunch of us here saying they take some kind of supplements. But Graven says, yeah, her doctor's a doofus. And I agree. If your doctor's giving you these unsolicited bad messages about plant eating, that your doctor's a doofus. VLAM, yeah, vegans usually don't hate, but yeah, there's some a-hole vegans that are hater types, unfortunately. But yeah, our job isn't to hate, for sure. Yeah, Dr. Bear is calling you out there. Yeah, what's got some of us upset? Yeah, I say vegans hate doctors is it's kind of rude to speak in broad generalizations like that. Well, I guess we did miss an urban housewife. So, you want to give it a second try? Just put it all together for us here in one statement. Like, what do you say? What's your point? Because obviously I didn't get it, and it sounds like a few others didn't get it as well. So, just to clarify, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm sure you want to clarify, make sure that your point, as you intended it, is out there and understood by us, right? That's truly probably what you're hoping for. So let's make it happen. Yeah, Fritz. Vegans, like any other population, are a mixed bag. Some are pro-medicine and others are not. Some are, you can't trust doctors. You can't trust science. I see those vegans too. Exhausting cherry picking? I don't know what's going on here, Urban Housewife. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, if you want to clarify your point instead of like saying that we're cherry picking, that's kind of accusatory there. I'm just saying, just state your point again. Obviously we missed it, so help us understand you by just restating your point. So yeah, did your comment get left out? I don't know. Just tell us what your point is. Instead of complaining to me or us, just tell us what you were trying to say. That would be 10 times easier than saying we're cherry picking. Just tell us what your intention was, please. I want to know.
For the tip.
Hey, Peter. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Peter. I think I saw you commenting earlier and I missed it. My bad. We're talking about Saladino again. He said his diet was absolutely perfect, but he's not carnivore anymore. He also said it's the best diet ever, but he takes beef flavor supplements. And I looked on his website too before. That man who eats the most perfect diet sure sells a shit ton of supplements for a lot of money. So how great is his diet? I don't sell supplements. Okay, Urban Housewife says, like the person you just mentioned, some love doctors, some hate doctors. Well, yeah, in Graven's example, it's very reasonable for her to not be too enthusiastic about her doctor, because her doctor said, oh, you're vegan? Well, tofu's got a lot of sodium and vegans eat too many nuts. Like, why is her doctor giving this unprofessional, unsolicited, negative advice about not eating plants? That just seems really wacko. So yeah, that's a doctor that we would not really be too excited about. But just because of one doctor giving some crap advice, it doesn't follow that vegans hate all doctors. I mean, some doctors give wacky, unprofessional advice, and that's a fact. Doesn't mean doctors suck. It doesn't mean we think doctors suck. Yep, cherry picking clowns. So who the clowns are back? Wait, I don't understand. I'm completely lost. What in the hell are you talking about? Cherry picking clowns? So you're saying that we're cherry picking because Graven has a wacky doctor? I don't understand. What's so unreasonable to say, yeah, that doctor is giving some whack advice that's not even evidence-based. First, it's unsolicited. Secondly, it's not factual. So yeah, we can call our doctor kind of wacky. Doesn't mean we think all doctors suck or that we shouldn't trust doctors. It just means not every doctor is to automatically be trusted just because they're a doctor. I mean, you've heard of getting a second opinion, a third opinion, and Graven has every right to want to do something like that given what this doctor said to her. Yeah, Skycross raises a good point. Most vegans love doctors. Like, people were literally crying when Dr. McDougall just died a few weeks ago. Yeah, here's Graven. Yeah, your thyroid doctor. Remember you talked about her before, right? Is it a female? I thought you said, anyway, your thyroid doctor is great, and your general doctor, not so much. Well, vegans eat too many nuts. Your vegan tofu is high in sodium, despite bacon and dairy and cheese being high in sodium. Anyway, yeah, just wacky stuff like that. Carl said, so now it's Carl? Carl said picking cherries? No. Here's the thing, Urban Housewife. I should have copied your comment. I remember what you said. It's like vegans, let me just go back. Okay, here's what got us. Here's what got us going to Urban Housewife. I'm going to put you on the wall because I know you like to dispute what you said or didn't say. So let's get it up here for all to see. First, here are the rules of the live stream in case anyone is new. So in case you're wondering what you can get away with here or something like that, this is it. And so far tonight, we're doing a pretty good job as far as following the basic rules of civility, as I like to call them. So anyway, here is what you said to us. 1 second, vegans hate doctors. Next second, they love them. This is a weird thing. Just a weird thing to say. I mean, unless we're misunderstanding the context, it's just kind of a weird thing to say. Like you're kind of making this generalization about vegans, like saying that we're kind of inconsistent, we're wishy-washy, we're cherry picking. No, I'm not, but I've taken nutrition classes at a local college instead of just Googling and learning from vegan chat rooms. Well, this is not a health chat room, if this is what you're thinking. This is a vegan chat room, but we're not here to it's not like ask a vegan nutritionist anything. You're just asking a vegan. I'm just a regular vegan. I'm not a medical doctor, biochemist, nutritionist, dietitian, or anything like that. I'm just a regular music producer. Well, not a regular, I'm just a music producer, a regular vegan. Well, I'm not here to I don't have an axe to grind on this. But I do have problems with what you're saying here. Like you're trying to generalize about vegans here, saying we're implying that we're kind of wishy-washy or inconsistent, like we're cherry pickers. That's what I'm getting out of this. Am I reading this incorrectly? Is what I'm trying to ask you here. Am I somehow misunderstanding your intention here? Because that's what I see. And I'm pretty good at reading things. The gaslighting is real. Like, no, instead of no, who's gaslighting? Gaslighting means you're trying to say my reality is wrong. And I'm just saying, this is what I'm reading. I'm reading your words here. What am I not understanding? Because it sounds to me, just clarify. Instead of accusing me of being a gaslighter and a narcissist, why just tell me what I'm misunderstanding? If anyone is getting triggered here, it's not me. It's you accusing us of stuff here. Just what am I misunderstanding here? This is how am I supposed to take this? 1 second, vegans hate doctors. Next second, they love them. So yeah, you have a great point there, Dr. Bear. I'm considering. I want to give Urban Housewife a chance to redeem herself if that's what she wants to do. How am I misunderstanding this here? Like you're saying that vegans are kind of weird cherry pickers or something like that. We believe doctors when it's convenient for us, but when doctors say something we don't like, we hate doctors. That's how I'm understanding. I think I'm a very reasonable person, an educated person until I studied philosophy on the graduate school level, PhD program. I think I know how to understand the claims and arguments people are making. What am I missing here? Don't change the Bob. I'm just asking one more time, Urban Housewife. Can you tell me why'd you call me a gas? I assume it was me. Can you tell me what am I not understanding here? You're saying vegans are just select cherry pickers. We believe in doctors when it's convenient and don't believe when it's inconvenient. Urban, you're not answering me. I don't know why you're so into other people here. I'm just asking you. The most important thing is not accusations and stuff like that. We're here to understand things and learn. So I'm trying to understand what your point is. I don't welcome free speech. I have your words here up for all to see. I mean, this is the essence of free speech. You're giving us your opinion. And the thing is that we were talking about free speech earlier. There are consequences of free speech. If you make a claim that just seems completely false and accusatory and outrageous, you gotta justify the outrageous claim you're making here. I mean, what are you trying to say? That's what I want to know. Just don't beat around the bush. Are you saying yes or no that vegans are cherry pickers? We like doctors when it's convenient for us to like doctors. I saw the word narcissist. I saw it in the live chat. I'll put it up there, and you're lying to me. I saw narcissist. Let's see. Where'd it go? All right, I lost it. Okay, I didn't see the word narcissist. I saw gaslighting. So who gaslights? What kind of person gaslights? Any guesses, anyone? What sort of person is known as the type to gaslight? It's narcissist. If you're saying someone's gaslighting, therefore they're a narcissist. So yeah, you didn't say the word narcissist, but you said the main attribute of what narcissists do, which is gaslighting. Anyway, well, why would you feel safe to share anything else? Everything you said has been attacked because of a comment like this. This is exactly why. You're saying that vegans are cherry pickers. Or am I misunderstanding you? Again, I've given you 5 minutes. And I've been very nice, I think, very generous here with my time, our time, since we're all here. I'm asking you to provide some clarification. Are you saying that vegans are cherry pickers? I just want a yes or no, urban housewife. You're on. You need to answer me and not be bothered by everyone here. Answer me, yes or no. Yes means vegans are cherry pickers. No means vegans are not cherry pickers. No, I think Peter or Uncle handled it. So, because we're not going to get an answer. It seemed like it was an exercise in futility there. It's happened before when I just ask someone directly, just answer this simple question, and they find every reason not to answer it. We know it's going nowhere fast or nowhere really, it's getting dragged out nowhere. Anyway, we'll move on. We have moved on. All right, Peter. Yeah, okay, so Peter put her in a 1-minute timeout, which you're very generous there, Peter. So if you want to come back, don't take it as a punishment, but you just weren't following the rules here. If I'm asking you a question, just answer it. Instead of like doing everything but answer it, just answer the question so we can have some clarification and move on. But we're just dragging it out by not getting any clarification. So anyway. Urban Housewife. Who am I? My name is Ryan, and I run this live stream here on Happy Healthy Vegan. Who'd you think I was? I'm a music producer. I'm a video maker. I'm a vegan activist of sorts. You said what you said. Yeah, you said this. And so, I'm sorry, you said this. So you mean to say that vegans are cherry pickers, right? That's what you said. So I'm asking you for clarification. We're going to give you one more try here, then we're going to do longer than a minute timeout. Are you saying vegans are cherry pickers? Yes or no? That's all I want to hear. Yes or no? We'll see. The ball's in your court, Urban Housewife. I have control issues. Yeah, this is my live stream. I'm in charge. I'm the one who manages and runs this live stream. I have to maintain some kind of civil order here. And when people come here and say accusatory things about me and all vegans, yes, if you're going to say some crap like that, I want to hear what you're saying. I want to see making sure I'm understanding this right. And then if so, support what you're saying here. So anyway, that's it. We're gone. I think Peter's taking care of it. Thank you. I'm great with the bobs. Thank you and others. Hello, Ava J. Dr. Bear, I'm much more patient with disingenuous BS than you. No, I thought I could really just narrow it down to yes or no. Really, I was just saying yes or no. And I was showing the words up here, yes or no. Are you saying that vegans are cherry pickers? I just want to see yes or no. I'm trying to just break it down to the most simple response. Anything else will get you timed out is the implication there, which Peter did. So I just want to know if someone's going to come here and talk shit about me and all us vegans, I want to make sure I understood what they're saying. And if they're not going to support what they said, they're just going to throw poop on the wall. That's it. If you're just going to throw poop, we don't tolerate that. That's one of our rules here. Let's refresh the rules here. When rule number 3, when trying to debunk veganism or at least talk smack on veganism, as she was doing, I will discuss only one of your claims at a time. Don't throw poop on the walls. Don't call people narcissists or clowns. Just answer the question. That's all we're looking for. I'm not trying to be a control freak. We have a certain method to our madness here. We want to prevent madness. We want to have a certain kind of order and civility here. And if you're here to debunk veganism, give me your best argument, support it, defend it, and we'll think about it. We'll think it through. Graven, yeah, I'm hungry for cherries now. I got a few leftover ones. We got some really good ones from the supermarket, like better than the ones we got at farmer's market. They're really good. Yeah, they said something like that, Allison, that people who take the Liberation Pledge / me have control issues. Just throwing that out there. Control, it's just making these accusations, like, these negative judgments, and that are just baseless. Like, just, anyway. I mean, I never really sat down and took let's just make it clear. I've never taken the Liberation Pledge. I never sat down and read a pledge and said I allege myself to this pledge or something like that. Or I made a video. Hey guys, I'm doing the Liberation Pledge. Here it is. I just don't want to sit next to people consuming animal carcasses. It's gross, and I don't want to be part of that. So it's just, I'm just kind of by default of how I live. I guess I am on the Liberation Pledge, but I've not taken it. I've never made an official thing about it. It's just a choice I made. We still live here in 2024 in a free country, and I still can make decisions about who I want to eat with, and what kinds of eating situations I will tolerate and which ones I will not. I guess she thought it was, Graven, that having a personal preference is controversial and have control issues. No, I just rather not sit down next to someone chomping away on a dead animal. Call me control issue, call me weird and crazy. Just a personal preference. I don't want to see a dead animal right next to me being eaten. It's my free choice in this free country to live that kind of life. And I don't think there's anything unhealthy about it. Yeah, it's vague and means nothing, right, Bill? Yeah, control issues. So that could mean you want to control everything you can, which I said, yeah, that's kind of an obsessive compulsive disorder thing. I'm not like that. I'm just trying to control a few very particular kinds of situations, like not eating with people chomping on dead animals. Or you can have control issue over everything. Control issues is vague and means nothing. Absolutely. Yeah, Bill, exactly. Bill says, I don't want to sit down with anyone who pooped their pants. I am a control freak. Exactly. That's your preference. If you had your choice, you'd rather not sit down next to someone who just pooped their pants, right? I mean, it's your choice. You don't live that lifestyle where you sit next to some guy or lady with a bunch of poop in their pants and it's smelly and bad. That's your preference. Does that make a control issue? No, just you don't want to live a life like that. It's... Graven, yeah, you don't go to zoos. You have control issues. It's again, we just have preferences. But here's the thing, vegans, when we have preferences, that means we have control issues. But if a non-vegan has preferences, that's okay. But when vegan, we're special. We're second-class citizens. We have control issues. Yeah, Peter, good point. Peter says, I'm sure most meat eaters wouldn't sit at a dinner table with a carcass of a dog in the middle of it, right? Control issues. Yeah, it's hard to convert anyone. It's not conversion. It's not like, it's just a belief. Someone either believes animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong or they don't. You could try to make them believe it by showing them why you believe that. You can show them some slaughterhouse footage. Let people know what really happens to make their dead animals appear on their tables. That changes a lot of people's minds. Like, those documentaries like earthlings and stuff like that, people's minds can change, but you can't like force someone to be vegan. It's something that has to happen inside someone's mind. They've some moment of clarity happens. They saw some slaughterhouse footage, or they thought it through, like, oh my God, animals are dying every day for me. Holy crap, that's horrible. I could just eat plants and the animals don't have to die. They have to have some kind of moment of clarity. You can't force that onto someone. It just doesn't work that way. Hang on, I gotta change the temperature. All right. Good night, Logica. Are you leaving us? Thanks for being here. Good having you. Carl, that's cool. Forums like this also help. When you were a non-vegan, you were truly embarrassed by how lame the non-vegan arguments were. You eventually realized there weren't any good arguments against veganism. I have to agree with you, Carl. I mean, the arguments against veganism are all pretty freaking horrible, huh? I mean, I could be a little biased, obviously, but I try to look at the arguments from non-vegans as unbiased and objectively as possible, and they pretty much all universally are horrible, and they suck. Horrible and they suck. Ryan, 2024 said that. Anyway, Johnny, we're not promoting people to vote your particular way. I respect you having your beliefs, but we're not here to tell people how to vote. Okay, so can you take your post down there before we do it? Let's see. Phelan, question. When you go to a vegetarian place with non-vegans, would you specifically ask them to not order stuff with eggs and dairy? Well, I tell you, when I take my mom out, I do the ordering. I'll take her to a place where, maybe it's just like an Indian restaurant that has a vegan menu. We're just ordering off the vegan menu. So everything's off that. So that's how the problem, just let us do the ordering for you. I guess you can call that control freaks, but, and if she does get tempted to get something with a dead, I said, Mom, I know I'm not going to sit here and watch you eat a dead animal right in front of me. I'm a vegan activist. I just can't deal with that. Okay. What else you guys talking about here? I see some talk about zoos. I kind of didn't catch that whole conversation. Let's see. Let's see. So Dr. Bear says to V about her question. Dr. Bear personally doesn't. It would be hard for me to ask everyone around me to eat nothing with animal products in it, since only Mr. Bear. Yeah, then I probably just don't go to stuff like that. I only go if I have to, like if it's a wedding or funeral or something like that. Other than that, if I know people are gonna be around me, I'll just go eat somewhere else, find another tailor or something. I just don't want to be sitting down next to people eating a bunch of dead animals. Let's see. Peter raises a good point here. Ryan, I do think you're controlling this live stream. Do I think that? But yeah, it's my live stream. I am the one that has to control it. Think about it. If there were no controls on this live stream, it was just like the Wild West, anything goes, this would be like Twitter. It'd just be a hellscape of hate and all that crap. Like, no, we have some basic rules of civility here, and that's how we roll, And it's my live stream. If you're going to come here and say a bunch of crap, say it to me. Don't attack Heidi or anyone, or just come to me and tell me what problem you have about veganism. And if you can state it in a civil way, in a clear way, we'll have a look at it and see what you have to say. Yeah, that's the basic rules. Oh, you guys are getting me hungry. I shouldn't have mentioned Indian food. I see that coming back up again. Yeah. Yeah. There's ways to make vegan naan bread. I don't know if it's called naan bread anymore, but we go to the Indian restaurant where off their vegan menu, they make something that looks like naan bread, tasty, dump it in the curries. It's delicious. God, you guys are getting me starving right now. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight, but yeah, thanks for the super chat tips earlier. We've got to figure out some kind of dinner tonight. Jessica, you don't know any vegans? Well, that's sad. I mean, you obviously know vegans, but not. I guess you're saying not like around you, like in like your personal everyday life. That's too bad. I would like to, Peter. I just got a bunch of that orange chicken last weekend. I'm not sure how often I should do it. I guess I could try to space it out. It's about a week since last Saturday, right? 6 days, close enough. Fritz, thank you. Ryan's rules are sensible. I mean, you have to have some rules. Like I said, if you don't, you have Twitter, right? You have to have some rules. His show, his rules. And again, my rules are very sensible. Just don't be a dick. Basically, don't be a hater, bigot. Don't be a dick. And if you're going to debunk veganism, don't fling poop on the walls. Just give us one argument or one example and stick to it. Simple, basic rules. Yeah, Fourth Horseman. I haven't had that in a while. I'll think about that. I just don't like going to that part of town at night anymore. It's kind of like not as safe as it used to be. Not to say it's dangerous as hell, but it was, Long Beach is like a lot of other cities. It was like it had a moment, and it seems like some of the inner urban core is not as safe as it used to be. Like say like pre-pandemic, especially at night. Peter, what's this video you're linking to? Hopefully it's not an anti-vegan. If so, take it down. We don't want to promote any anti-vegans. What do you got up there, Peter? Okay, a YouTube name sauce doesn't care for the vegan orange chicken. He was bashing it on his YouTube. He made a better version. Well, he said it was better. Okay, that's cool. Let's not promote him, though. I mean, everyone's free to make their own vegan orange chicken. I mean, if you can make a better vegan orange chicken, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a pretty good vegan orange chicken. Take it from me. A Chinese guy that had his share of orange chicken in his life. It's a pretty good vegan orange chicken. Can it be made better? Sure. Go ahead. Make it yourself if you can make a better orange chicken. But, that takes a lot of time. I mean, I can make an order right now on the Panda Express app and have it picked up in like 10, 11 minutes and then be eating it, Even though I won't eat it there, I'll bring it home. So, yeah, I mean, it's good enough. 10-minute vegan orange chicken, hell yeah, it's a win. He said it was too expensive, not much chicken, boring rice. Well, rice doesn't come with it, Peter. You have to pay extra for the rice. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can bring it back and make your own rice. In fact, the time takes me to go down and get the orange chicken and bring it home, I could slap some rice in the pressure cooker. It'll be perfectly cooked by the time I come back with the chicken. So if the boring rice is the problem, just make your own rice. Is the chicken kind of expensive? Yeah, that's why you probably shouldn't eat it all the time unless you're like, super wealthy or something like that. Yeah, if you eat it, like it's only going to be here probably for a few months. You really can't like go too broke, if you eat it like once a week or two. It'll be gone again for years probably. Anyway, he's probably just complaining about their rice. Again, if so, yeah, rice is the easiest thing to make. Go buy the orange chicken, bring it back, and eat your rice. Oh, Melinda, I want some of you guys are making me jealous. All these great meals you guys are making from like our materials, our websites and books. You made the vegan potato salad, easy to make and delicious. Oh man, I'm jealous. Was that uncle? You like the sauce from the frozen vegan orange chicken at Trader Joe's? Yeah, you could always go get that too, I guess. That's probably cheaper, I guess. But yeah, orange chicken is, it's a classic dish. Cool. Awesome, Peter. If that guy wants to share his own version of a vegan Beyond Meat orange chicken recipe, awesome. Totally cool. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Uncle, I'm hungry AF, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight, but I am hungry. I guess going to the gym does that too. Just does that. That means I burned more calories than on a normal day. You think you had the orange chicken from Guardian? Not good. I know, I can't remember that one. But yeah, not all vegan orange chicken is created equally. Just like not all just regular non-vegan orange chicken is equally delicious from what I remember. Oh, Sam, see, they didn't bring it back to your Panda Express? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess out here in my area, a lot of Asians, so it seems like a no-brainer, to have it out here. Funny thing is, when I go to our local Panda Express, it's pretty much non-Asian. I think that's their prime demographic. It's just people. It's not like they're trying to appeal to Asians. It's like when you go to eat Mexican food. It's not just it's just people. They're not trying to appeal to Mexicans or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not sure what my point was there, but I'm going. I forgot. I lost my train of thought there. Oh, I was saying, yeah, there are a lot of Asians in our area. That's probably one determining factor as to how they decided which Panda Express locations to bring the orange chicken back to. Oh, you can buy Panda Express's orange sauce at the grocery store. I think you guys told me that before, and I totally forgot about that. I guess that's cool if you want to make your own, like that guy Peter is talking about, dude. Just make it with your own Beyond or Impossible chicken and put the orange sauce from a Panda Express on it. You got your own kind of homemade Panda Express orange chicken. That's cool. Oh, Melinda, the eggplant tofu. That dish still exists, but they don't have it at all Panda Expresses. I don't know why, because that's one of their tried and true vegan dishes. A lot of people that were complaining, like, you need to bring the vegan orange chicken back. It's the only vegan dish. Well, it depends on what Panda Express you go to. I'm so lucky. My local Panda Express one closest to me, they have the eggplant tofu year round, so it's always there. It's something I can always count on. Now combined with the vegan orange chicken, it's like a vegan bliss place. You can get some really great stuff there. But yeah, you just need to look around. And unfortunately, I'm not sure how tough it is to find the eggplant tofu. Okay, Bill did try that sauce, the one from the store, and it was really sweet. It didn't taste like the restaurant orange chicken sauce. So that's the problem. They want you to assume it's going to be like their in-store product often, and it's not. Oh well. Well, Uncle got some too, and it's kind of spicy for you. That's one thing to watch out for too. Yeah, we're not big fans of super spicy. All right, I'm getting super hungry, guys. I don't know how much longer I can start. Bill threw it away. It was so unpalatable. He just chucked it. That sucks. Jessica, you just squeeze oranges onto a lot of things you cook. That's cool too. Yeah, when you guys are getting Indian food, yeah, watch out for the ingredients of naan bread. Often it's not vegan, made with ghee or cheese. So yeah, see if there's any options that don't have it. I tell you, I'm lucky. My favorite one I like to go to, Indian restaurant, has a vegan menu, and they have a special bread with no naan. God, it's getting me so hungry. Damn. You got to make your pasta still, Allison? Yeah, I guess I could make that. Kind of late for pasta for us. All right, I should get going, guys. I think I don't think I'm going to be too great at this for much longer. I've probably gone down in quality over the past 10-15 minutes anyway, so I don't want to keep going on and just look like an idiot, and then VD will make a video about me. Look at Ryan. He's speaking incoherently. He's not making any sense. It's because he's vegan. No, it's because I'm starving and I went to the gym and I need to get some food. So, but anyway, guys, let's see. Will I be back? Is that what you're asking the person up? Hey, how's it going? But no, I ain't going. I got to have some dinner, see what my wife's up to. She's probably starving too. So anyway, guys, let's see if anything I want to announce. Oh, I forgot to show our music video. I'll show a little bit of our music video. Let's do that. We premiered a new song today. Actually, it's a song that you may have heard us do before, Numenon, but it's a drum and bass remix. Let me just play a little bit of it. It starts off kind of the same. Play a little bit before we go here.
Love is just a
gonna remix the music. Well, we really remix the music and remix the video footage to make a new video. The song's out now on all the music streaming services, Spotify, Apple, all that.
Only do what is required. My emotions have been mired, so completely uninspired.
The song just came out, Parth, so did you get some action like last night?
And I know it's all my fault.
Yeah, this is the drum and bass remix. Thanks, guys.
Inside waiting for the pain to
Oh, thanks. I haven't been in a while. She sounds like an angel here. Check it out.
There's nowhere that I belong. Love's just a new unknown. Love is just a new unknown.
I'll paste the link to it too. Okay, guys, I don't want to bore you with our music, but I pasted the link down there so you guys can all check it out at your own leisure tonight or tomorrow. Relax, drift off to sleep with it, smoke and do whatever you want to do, you know, just relax and enjoy and chill. Or as Peter said, he was listening to outdoors and nature or something like that. That's the perfect kind of environment too. Our music's very good for that kind of like those transcendent or subjective kind of experiences where you try to like just, I don't know, I'll let you do it your own way, but the link's down there, and it's on, I tell you, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube Music, all that stuff, it's out there. So we got this new song. It just dropped last night, and yeah, so that's what we're promoting that right now. So we've been busy with that too. So yeah, your guys here, Happy Healthy Vegan, we're doing a lot, doing our vegan thing, doing our music, our band thing. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now. So yeah, check out the link though. I got it there. Check out our song at your leisure. Stream it. Get it registered on Spotify as another stream and send us up the charts there. And watch out, Billie Eilish and everyone. Anyway, guys. All right, so hopefully I'll have another new video out for you guys on Monday. So I'll look at what you sent me, Peter. I remember that lady you sent me promoting that Plants Are Trying to Kill You book or whatever thing, Plant Delusion, whatever. I'll check that out. But if you have anything else, send it to me. I'll be looking Monday. So if you have anything you find between now and then, Peter, send it to me. And all you guys do, if you see anything cool, let me know. So yeah, I'm working on a new video probably on Monday and live stream on Friday, and that's about it. So I want to thank everyone. Thank you, our moderators. Thank you, Peter and Uncle, for handling the odd person or two that were giving us some trouble tonight. Thanks so much. Let's see. Oh, Milo, cool. He's got here for the heavenly music. I put the link. Just scroll up a little bit, you know, maybe like 30 posts, and you'll see the link I just sent you guys in the chat for the link for the new music video. So check that out. So yeah, thank you, my moderators. Thank you guys for having my back and keeping this live stream flowing as smoothly as it does. Thank you to Peter, Nothingness, and AJ for your super chat tips tonight. Much appreciated. Maybe it'll go into the dinner fund for tonight because we still don't know what we're doing, I don't think. I don't smell anything cooking from back here, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do. So who knows? If not, we'll use it. We'll use it tomorrow. I know Veggie Grill is doing like a buy one get one free. They're coming out with some new burger or something this weekend. So they're all weekend they're doing a buy one get one free. So we'll put it towards that. So we'll probably eat something healthier tonight. Balance it all out. Keep it real. Keep it honest. All right, guys. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining me once again for a Friday live stream. I enjoy our time together, and hopefully you guys do too. And I'll see you next Friday with a new live stream, and next week with a new video too. So until then, guys, remember, doesn't suck being vegan. All right, bye, guys. Much love. Take care.